my name is Russell Smith, and I'm the Instructional Technology Facilitator for Fuquay-Varina High School, as well as Carpenter Elementary, and I'm back with another tech tidbit that is specifically designed for high school social studies teachers. Although, if there are other teachers who'd like to use this tool as well for teaching history, they certainly can. The website is called Zoomin. The address is zoomin.edc.org, and Zoomin is a LMS, a learning management system that is specifically designed for history teachers and high school social studies teachers. That allows the teacher to create a class list and have students enroll in the class, where the teacher can then distribute documents and assignments that were created by Zoomin, and they can keep track of their progress as they go. And these the units and lessons are tied in with Common Core, specifically for history students or social studies students who are learning about U.S. history. So, to sign up, you click Sign Up here. And if you are a student, you can sign up there where your first, last name, your email address, your password, and your student access code, which is provided by the teacher who's creating their class. If you're a teacher, you're going to sign up here by clicking Create a Teacher Account. And it's just to if you're a student, you can click here if you need to go back there. But you can choose whether you're a doctor, a Mr. or a Ms. First name, last name. Choose whether you're a teacher, teacher educator, an administrator, a media specialist, or other. So you don't have to be a social studies teacher to sign up for this. You can also be an administrator or media specialist to coordinate with a social studies teacher, for example. You enter your school or institution, your email address, and your password. And by creating an account, you accept the terms of service, and then you click Login. Alright, I've signed into my Zoomin account, and this is my dashboard. And across the top, you can see that there are menus for classes, students, browsing lessons, and for support. Right now, I'm going to switch back over to classes. And I was just kind of fooling around here, so I do have a sample class here. But if I want to create a different class, I can click Add a Class here. And this is where I give it a class name. So I'm going to call this Mr. Smith, second period. So the school year is 2019-2020, so far in the future. The grade level, I'm going to say 10th grade, and I will add my class. So once I've created my class, the students can join my class by using this access code here, which is just for this class. So I would type that in if I'm signing in as a student, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So students can enroll by creating their account if they already have one. If they're new to Zoomin, they can enter the class code when they sign up. Students that already have an account can visit zoomin.com and select Join Class, and then enter the code. Alright, so now I have added 5 students to my class, which I can see by clicking the tab that says Students. So I have 5 students in my fictional class right now, and what I can do is you can see their name and their username for each one, and you can choose if your writing supports are high or low. I can edit their information if necessary, and if they drop the class or transfer or something like that, I can click Remove. So now I can click Browse Lessons, and you can see the different lessons that are available, the different units. The Revolution and the New Nation, 1763 to 1815, Expansion and Reform, Crisis of the Union, Civil War and Reconstruction, the Development of Modern America and the World Wars, and Contemporary America. And I'm pretty sure that as time goes on, that they will continue to add units and lessons to Zoomin, so you can continue to expand the number of lessons that students take part in. So I'm just going to scroll down to the first one, the Revolution and the New Nation. And the first lesson is about the Bloody Massacre and Patriot propaganda. The lesson question is, in what way was Paul Revere's engraving a piece of propaganda for the patriot cause? You can see the skill focus, the key documents, the writing agenda, the assignment, the days to complete, 4 to 5, and the Common Core standards here. If you need to view the teacher guide, you can click this link here, and it opens up in a separate tab. So you can either print this out, and you can also go down and save it if you'd like. Go ahead and save that. You can preview the documents that are in the lesson. So you can see the creator, the date, what it's published in, prints, advertised, and sold by Paul Revere, the source type. If I want to assign this lesson, I can click Assign Lesson, and I'll click on the class to assign this lesson to. So I'm going to choose Mr. Smith, second period. It gives me a notes overview. I can use this page to go to the lesson, to monitor students' progress of the documents, to review students' notes, and to access students' written essays. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like if you sign in as a student. And you'll see the homeroom that you're assigned to. And if you need to join another class, you can click there. I'm going to click the second period. So this is the different sections that you'll see. This is the overview, the hook, the context, the documents, the connection section, and your writing. So in the overview, you can see that this is the Bloody Massacre and Patriot Propaganda. It gives you the lesson question, your task. If you need to view the glossary, you can scroll down and view the glossary. And if you click on a term, it will give you the definition of that term. You can go over to the lesson overview, the hook, connect with the historical question that you'll write about. You can click on here and click here. So it'll ask you, for example, it will ask you what the message is of this image, how is the message communicated, and how can this be seen as propaganda. Then you look at the next section, historical context, British taxes and the Sons of Liberty. So you can see the article they have here, and then they ask you to think about why did the Sons of Liberty form and what do they want to accomplish. If you need to see a transcript, you can click here. And if you need to get a closer view, you can click there and zoom in or zoom out as needed. Go to the context section, historical context, the Boston quarters, British soldiers. And then more historical context, Patriot funeral for an 11-year-old boy. Tensions mount in Boston, 1765 to 1770. So this provides a timeline. And the context review, the Boston Massacre. And they can click on each of these slides for a review. They can take notes if they need to by clicking on Add Note, and they can type their notes in here and then save or cancel. Move over to the Documents section, where you can review the documents in this unit. It's going to ask you to source it. When was this created? Who created it? What do we know about the creator? And who was the intended audience? And they can save notes if they need to, or move on to the next question. How does Revere help the viewer help tell apart the colonists and the British soldiers? Why might Revere have chosen... I had to skip that one. How does Paul Revere portray the colonists? So basically, it asks you several different comprehension questions, critical thinking questions for the article. So this gives you a brief idea of what the students will encounter in each unit. Then there's a connection section, which you can discuss with your class, refer to your notes and the big idea notes prepared for the discussion. How did Paul Revere portray the events of March 5th differently than the historians? So you can go to the document by clicking here. Click Connect to go back to this screen. So you can review the documents as you go if you need to go back and review. We click on the writing section. In what way was Paul Revere's engraving a piece of propaganda for the patriot cause? It gives you an introduction where you have to compose a topic sentence, a context, and a thesis. The body paragraph 1, one reason Revere's engraving was propaganda, with a topic sentence, supporting detail, contrasting detail, and concluding sentence. And it tells you where you can find the information for your essay, as well as the body paragraph 2, another reason the engraving was propaganda, with a topic sentence, supporting detail, contrasting detail, and a concluding sentence. So then you click on your essay, where you enter your topic sentence, your context, your thesis. For body paragraph 1, your topic sentence, supporting detail, where you introduce the note, write a connection, and then your contrasting detail, where you introduce the detail and write a connection. Your concluding sentence, where you type in your concluding sentence, and then your body paragraph 2, another reason the engraving was propaganda, with a topic sentence, a supporting detail, where you introduce the note and write a connection, contrasting detail, where you introduce the quote and write a connection, and finally your concluding sentence. And then you read and revise your article, and it has a rubric over here, an essay rubric, where you can check to make sure that you covered each part of the checklist. And then you can, when you're done, you can click Done Revising and export your draft for more polishing or submit it to your teacher. If you need support, you can click on the Support tab, and you can learn more about the inquiry arc, or set up your class, or prepare to teach a lesson, learning about assessing your students' work, deepen your practice, and access the teacher guides. If you're an administrator, you can also use Zoom In as an embedded professional development tool for your teachers, where you can view standards and assessments. You can explore professional development opportunities, including free webinars, one-day workshops, and sessions that are tailored to your needs. That includes possibly ongoing coaching from the people at Zoom In, so you can look at that if you're an administrator. You can also get an idea of how all this information is based in research. So anyway, that's a very quick overview of how to use zoomin.edc.org. My name is Russell Smith, and thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon with another Tidbit. Take care.